Chosen one, you were sent here with a mission, a destiny so profound it echoes through eternity. But somewhere along the way, the memory of that mission has been deliberately obscured. This isn't for everyone. This is for those souls who feel a persistent whisper, a nagging sense that they are meant for something more, something bigger than they currently understand. If you've settled for a life of quiet desperation, this video isn't for you. But if you're ready to reclaim your birthright and step into the fullness of your divine potential, prepare to have your memory restored. Spiritual amnesia is not a random occurrence. It is a carefully constructed veil designed to keep you from accessing the truth of who you are and why you're here. It's the reason you might feel a deep sense of longing, a feeling that you're living a life that doesn't quite fit, a persistent knowing that you have a greater purpose, yet you can't quite grasp what it is. Chosen ones often face unique trials and tribulations, experiences that can contribute to this forgetting. These challenges, while painful, are not meant to break you, but to forge you, to temper your spirit in preparation for the extraordinary work you are destined to do. As a messenger of the divine, I tell you this: you are not sent here without a map. You are given specific instructions for such a time as this. What if I told you that these memories are locked deep within you, waiting for the right key to unlock them? But understand this forgetting is not accidental. Forces, both seen and unseen, conspire to keep you from remembering who you are, from accessing the power that resides within you, and from unleashing your divine potential upon the world. There are forces that benefit from your slumber, that thrive on your ignorance, that seek to keep you small and powerless. They whisper doubts in your ear, they plant seeds of fear in your heart, and they create obstacles in your path, all in an effort to keep you from fulfilling your divine destiny. But with this message, you will begin to pierce the veil, to awaken from your slumber, and to step into the fullness of your divine potential. Before we go any further, I want you to close your eyes for just a moment, take a deep breath, and release any doubt that you are who God says you are. If you are ready to remember your mission, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and type "I remember" in the comments below. These small acts of faith align you with your true purpose and prepare you to receive the divine downloads that are waiting for you. If this message resonates with you, it is confirmation that you are one of the chosen ones. Stay with me, because what I am about to reveal will change everything. I come to you today with a divine urgency, a message that is not merely information, but a key that unlocks a hidden chamber within your soul, a chamber filled with forgotten memories, untapped potential, and the unwavering truth of your divine purpose. There is something you are meant to do, something that no one else can do in quite the same way. So, what is that mission? Today, we will shatter the illusion of forgetting and ignite the spark of remembrance within you. Prepare to remember who you are, why you're here, and what you're meant to do. The time has come. You will remember who you are, and you will begin to dismantle the lies that have held you captive, and the lives of those who dare to confront the real you. Chosen ones, you may be surprised that your mission isn't about leading nations or starting movements. What if I told you it's far more personal? It's easy to get caught up in the idea that your divine purpose must involve grand gestures, public recognition, and widespread influence. But what if the real impact lies in the quiet moments, the unseen acts of service, and the subtle transformations you ignite in the lives of those around you? Many chosen ones are called to smaller, more intimate roles that create a profound ripple effect, a quiet revolution that starts within the heart and spreads outward. True impact lies in depth, not breadth, in the quality of your presence, not the quantity of your followers. What if I told you that what feels small to you is the single thread that changes the tapestry? Think about it. The most significant changes often start within families and local communities, quietly transforming lives one interaction at a time. It's the gentle nudge, the encouraging word, the unwavering support that alters someone's trajectory forever. These seemingly insignificant acts accumulate, creating a powerful wave of positive change that reverberates through generations. Consider the butterfly effect. A single flap of a butterfly's wings can set off a chain of events that culminates in a hurricane on the other side of the world. Your seemingly small actions have a similar power, a divine potential to reshape the world in ways you may never fully comprehend. These may be the very lives that support you later. These are very lives that will make way for you. Let's look at some examples. Consider the single parent raising a child with unwavering love, instilling values of kindness, resilience, and integrity. They may not be leading a global movement, but they are shaping a future leader, a compassionate innovator, or a devoted healer who will make a significant contribution to the world. Then there's the caregiver who restores faith through their empathy and compassion, providing comfort and support to those in need. They may not be preaching to thousands, but they are offering solace to those who are hurting, reminding them of their inherent worth and their connection to the divine. And what about the teacher who inspires a student to pursue their dreams, unlocking their hidden talents, and setting them on a path of purpose and fulfillment? They may not be writing best-selling books, but they are igniting a spark in the heart of a future artist, scientist, or entrepreneur who will change the world with their creativity and innovation. Consider also the quiet person who brings people together with small acts of generosity. These acts may seem insignificant, but they foster a sense of community, belonging, and connection that can transform a neighborhood, a workplace, or even an entire city. Don't be fooled into believing your mission must be grandiose to be significant. Remember, even the smallest seed can grow into a mighty tree, providing shelter and sustenance for generations to come. Your daily life is your message, the way you approach life, and how you treat people around you. But what if the greatest obstacle to fulfilling your specific mission isn't external forces, but the voices within? Let's uncover that. Chosen ones, have you ever felt inadequate despite achieving past successes? What if that feeling wasn't your own, but a carefully planted seed of doubt? Have you ever questioned your abilities, diminished your accomplishments, or felt like an imposter despite all evidence to the contrary? This feeling of inadequacy, this persistent whisper of self-doubt, is not a random occurrence. It's a carefully orchestrated attack designed to keep you from recognizing your true potential and stepping into your divine purpose. These feelings come from the enemy, both within and without. The enemy within is made up of your own fears and limiting beliefs, whereas the enemy without is made of the projection from others. What if those closest to you aren't meant to be there, and were sent to try to manipulate and hinder your destiny? These internal voices, self-doubt, fear of failure, and limiting beliefs, are often amplified by societal conditioning and even negative influences from close relationships, hindering chosen ones from recognizing their true potential. Society often pressures us to conform to certain standards, to achieve traditional markers of success, and to follow a predetermined path. This pressure can drown out the whispers of your unique calling, leading you to question your worth and your ability to make a difference. Even those close to you who mean well can project their own fears and limitations onto you, further obscuring your vision and reinforcing your self-doubt. Remember, the enemy often attacks from within, using your insecurities and fears against you. It's a subtle form of sabotage that can erode your confidence and keep you trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and inaction. The enemy often attacks from those who are closest to you. Even feeling inadequate despite past successes can be a sign of internal sabotage. You may have achieved great things in the past, but the enemy will always try to convince you that you're not good enough, that you don't deserve your success, or that you're destined to fail in the future. You must be able to recognize this thought pattern as external interference and challenge it with affirmations of your divine purpose. Even biblical figures faced internal battles. David, despite being a mighty warrior and a king, often struggled with self-doubt and feelings of unworthiness. Moses, despite being chosen by God to lead the Israelites out of Egypt, felt inadequate and questioned his ability to speak eloquently. Yet, they overcame their internal battles through faith and self-affirmation, reminding themselves of God's promises and their divine calling. The Bible reminds us in 2 Timothy 1:7 For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. This verse is a powerful reminder that you have the strength, the love, and the clarity to overcome any internal obstacle that stands in your way. So, how do you break free from these internal chains and begin to remember who you truly are? The answer lies in unlocking remembrance. The truth is, chosen ones, you already know your mission. It's not about finding something new, but remembering what's already within you. You were born with a divine blueprint, a unique set of gifts, talents, and passions that are perfectly aligned with your purpose. Unlocking remembrance is not about discovering something new, but about stripping away the layers of illusion, the self-doubt, and the societal conditioning that has obscured your inner knowing. It's about returning to your authentic self, the person you were always meant to be, the person who is already equipped with everything you need to fulfill your divine destiny. Unlocking remembrance requires cultivating inner peace, connecting with your intuition, and aligning your actions with your values. This inner alignment acts as a tuning fork, resonating with your divine frequency and unlocking remembrance. Meditation, prayer, and spending time in nature are powerful tools for quieting the mind, connecting with your inner guidance, and receiving divine downloads. These practices allow you to access a deeper level of awareness, where you can hear the whispers of your soul and receive clarity about your purpose. Journaling is another powerful tool for self-discovery. By writing down your thoughts, feelings, and dreams, you can uncover hidden patterns, identify limiting beliefs, and gain a clearer understanding of your true desires. Seeking mentorship from spiritually aligned individuals can also provide valuable guidance and support on your journey of remembrance. These mentors can offer wisdom, perspective, and encouragement, helping you to navigate challenges and stay aligned with your purpose. There are many people out there who have the same mission as you. Connect with them. You may even want to visualize yourself fulfilling your mission, imagining yourself using your gifts and talents to make a positive impact on the world. This practice can help you to activate your subconscious mind, attract opportunities, and build momentum towards your goals. Jeremiah 29:11 reminds us, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." This verse is a powerful affirmation of God's unwavering love and support for you on your journey. Chosen ones, the key to remembering is already within you. By cultivating inner peace, connecting with your intuition, and aligning your actions with your values, you will unlock the fullness of your divine potential. Now is the time to step into your destiny. Can you feel the shift? Type "I remember" in the comments if you feel your purpose awakening. But what happens when you actually try to step into that destiny? The resistance you will encounter may be far more strategic than you could ever imagine. Chosen ones, have you ever felt like you're the only one who sees the world differently, like you're living in a parallel universe where the rules don't quite apply to you? What if I told you that feeling alone is a trick of the enemy, a carefully crafted illusion designed to isolate you from the very support you need to fulfill your mission? The enemy knows that a united force is far more powerful than a solitary individual, and its primary goal is to sever your connections, to make you believe that you're navigating this treacherous path alone. This feeling of isolation is a mirage, a carefully constructed lie designed to weaken your resolve and prevent you from accessing the divine support that surrounds you. It's like being in a crowded room, yet feeling completely invisible, unheard, and unseen. Chosen ones are often highly empathetic, which unfortunately makes them prime targets for these attacks. You absorb the emotions of others like a sponge, carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. This heightened sensitivity can make you feel overwhelmed and isolated, as if no one truly understands the depth of your feelings or the intensity of your experiences. The enemy uses this empathy against you, amplifying your fears and insecurities and convincing you that you're alone in your struggles. But here's what they don't want you to know. You are surrounded by unseen allies, by a legion of divine support that is constantly working on your behalf. Angels, spirit guides, and ascended masters are all present, offering guidance, protection, and unwavering support. The universe conspires to support those who are aligned with their divine purpose, even when it feels like you're navigating the darkness alone. These unseen allies communicate through subtle signs, synchronicities, and intuitive nudges, guiding you towards your true path. It's like having a secret team of spiritual advisors whispering encouragement and wisdom in your ear, reminding you that you're never truly alone. I recall a time when I was facing a seemingly insurmountable challenge, feeling lost and overwhelmed. I prayed for guidance, and the very next day, I received a timely message from an unexpected source, a friend who shared a quote that resonated deeply with my soul and provided the clarity I desperately needed. It was a clear sign that I was being supported, that I was not alone on my journey. Remember Daniel in the lion's den, surrounded by ferocious beasts, yet protected by divine intervention. His unwavering faith and trust in God shielded him from harm, demonstrating the power of unseen support. Hebrews 13:2 reminds us, "Do not forget to show hospitality to strangers, for by so doing some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it." This scripture highlights the ever-present possibility of encountering divine messengers in unexpected forms, reminding us to remain open to receiving guidance and support from all sources. So, how do you recognize these signs of support and break through the illusion of separation? The answer lies in recognizing the whispers, in paying attention to the subtle synchronicities and coincidences that the universe sends your way. Now, let's explore how to decode these whispers and unlock the hidden messages they contain. Chosen ones, have you ever noticed recurring numbers, symbols, or themes in your life, patterns that seem to pop up again and again in unexpected ways? What if those weren't just coincidences, but coded messages meant specifically for you, breadcrumbs left along your path to guide you back to your mission? Synchronicities are not random occurrences, but deliberate signs from the universe, gentle nudges that confirm you're on the right track and encourage you to keep going. They act as validation and encouragement, reminding you that you're not alone and that you're being divinely guided every step of the way. They are the whispers of the divine, the subtle language of the universe, speaking directly to your soul. It's like receiving a personalized roadmap, tailored specifically to your unique journey, illuminating the path ahead and reassuring you that you're exactly where you need to be. These signs act as validation and encouragement, guiding you towards your true purpose and confirming that you are indeed a chosen one. The signs tell you that you are on the correct path and to keep going, even when doubt creeps in or obstacles arise. The divine winks at you through a song on the radio, a billboard sign, or a conversation you overhear. Meeting certain people repeatedly, having vivid dreams about specific places or events, or experiencing a strong emotional response to particular ideas or activities are all potential synchronicities. These are all ways in which the universe attempts to communicate with you. Pay attention to the cues. The more attention you give, the more clear they become. For example, recurring numbers like 111, 222, or 333 can hold personal significance, representing alignment, support, and encouragement from the universe. Symbols, such as animals or elements of nature, can also carry powerful messages, guiding you towards your true calling. Themes, such as certain colors or phrases, can also offer guidance, reminding you of important lessons or highlighting key aspects of your mission. I recall a time when I kept seeing a specific animal, a fox, appearing in my dreams, in nature, and even in advertisements. I later discovered that the fox was my spirit animal, representing cunning, adaptability, and strategic thinking qualities that I needed to embrace in order to overcome a major challenge in my life. It was a powerful reminder that the universe was guiding me, providing me with the wisdom and strength I needed to succeed. If you keep hearing the same message, that is spirit confirming it. You will get signs and then signs to confirm those signs. It is a constant stream of communication. Matthew 7:7 encourages us to ask, and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. This scripture highlights the importance of actively seeking guidance and being open to receiving the messages that the universe is constantly sending our way. But how do you cultivate the awareness to recognize these synchronicities and tap into their wisdom? It all starts with gratitude, with appreciating the blessings that already exist in your life. So, let's explore the transformative power of gratitude and how it can magnetize your mission. Chosen ones, are you truly grateful for the breadcrumbs, for the small victories, for the seemingly insignificant blessings that you often take for granted? What if I told you gratitude isn't just a feeling, but a powerful magnet that draws your mission closer to you, amplifying your ability to recognize synchronicities and attract the resources you need to fulfill your purpose? Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant, opening you up to receive even more blessings and opportunities. By focusing on the positive aspects of your life, you start to see all the beauty and goodness that surrounds you, transforming your perspective and aligning you with a higher frequency. It's like tuning into a radio station that broadcasts only positive news, uplifting music, and inspiring messages, creating a ripple effect of positivity that attracts even more abundance into your life. When you are grateful for the small things, it attracts more big things. The more you focus on the bad, the more bad you will continue to attract. Gratitude is a powerful force, capable of transforming your life from the inside out. By appreciating the blessings you already have, you create space for even greater blessings to flow into your life, accelerating the fulfillment of your mission and bringing you closer to your divine destiny. When you appreciate what you have, you receive more. Express it, feel it in your bones. Here are some practical tips for cultivating gratitude: journaling, expressing appreciation to others, and focusing on the positive aspects of every situation. Encourage daily gratitude practices, such as writing down 3 things you're grateful for each day. It is a very powerful action. The more specific you are, the better. Highlight the importance of expressing gratitude to others, strengthening relationships and fostering a sense of connection. A simple "thank you" can go a long way in brightening someone's day and creating a ripple effect of positivity. Focusing on the positive aspects of every situation, even in the face of adversity, can help you to maintain a grateful attitude and attract more positive experiences into your life. I make it a point to find at least one thing to be grateful for in every situation, no matter how challenging it may seem. It has completely shifted my perspective and transformed my life in countless ways. Psalm 100:4 reminds us to enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and praise his name. This scripture highlights the importance of approaching God with a grateful heart, acknowledging his blessings and expressing our appreciation for his unwavering love and support. Gratitude unlocks the door, but you must walk through it. It's time to take inspired action, to step out in faith and pursue your divine purpose with unwavering determination. But what does inspired action look like, and how do you know if you're on the right path? We'll uncover that next. Chosen ones, what if taking action is not enough? What if the when is just as important as the what? You might be surprised, but it's not just what you do, but when you do it that determines the impact of your actions. The difference between a symphony and a cacophony is timing. The same holds true for your mission. Divine timing is the optimal moment for a particular action to be taken, aligning with the flow of the universe and maximizing its impact. Forcing things before the time is right can lead to setbacks and wasted effort, while delaying action can cause missed opportunities. Think of it like planting a seed. You can plant the seed, take action, but if the soil isn't ready or it is not the correct season, it won't grow. Trying to force open a door that isn't meant to be opened results in wasted energy and potential injury. It is akin to pushing a boulder uphill, expending immense energy with minimal progress, or trying to harvest fruit before it has ripened, resulting in a bitter and unsatisfying yield. The universe operates in cycles and seasons, and aligning your actions with these natural rhythms is essential for success. you must discern the kairos moments from the chronos moments. This is what will set you apart. Consider the story of Moses striking the rock a second time when God told him to speak to it. In Numbers 20, Moses was instructed by God to speak to a rock to bring forth water for the Israelites. However, in his anger and frustration, Moses struck the rock twice with his staff. Because of this disobedience and failure to follow divine timing, Moses was not allowed to enter the promised land. This illustrates the consequences of acting out of alignment with God's instructions. Imagine the frustration, the years of leading his people, only to be denied entry at the very end. Then consider the story of Noah building the ark. He had to wait through storms and ridicule until it was his time. Noah spent years building the ark, facing ridicule and doubt from those around him. Yet, he remained steadfast in his obedience to God's instructions. He waited patiently for the flood, trusting in God's perfect timing. Ecclesiastes 3:1 reminds us, "There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens." Just as Noah had to wait for the flood, you too must learn to discern the divine timing for your mission, trusting that God will bring it to fruition in his perfect time. But how do you discern divine timing amidst the noise of the world and the whispers of your own doubts? The answer lies in trusting your intuition, your inner compass that guides you toward your true north. Chosen ones, do you trust that gut feeling? What if I told you that your intuition is your direct line to the divine, guiding you every step of the way? It's not some woo-woo concept, but a real, tangible force that can lead you towards your destiny. Your intuition is a powerful tool, a gift from the divine that helps you navigate the complexities of life with clarity and confidence. It's a whisper from your soul, a gentle nudge in the right direction, a feeling of knowing that surpasses logical reasoning. It's the inner GPS that guides you toward your true purpose, even when the path ahead seems unclear. Your intuition speaks in whispers, not shouts. It's the quiet voice that nudges you in a certain direction, even when it doesn't make logical sense. Learning to discern the difference between your ego and your intuition is key to accessing its wisdom. Your ego is fear-based, while your intuition is love-based. The ego is the part of you that craves control, seeks validation, and clings to the familiar, while your intuition is the voice of your higher self, guiding you towards growth, expansion, and fulfillment. It's like having two advisors whispering in your ear, one driven by fear and the other by love, and learning to discern which voice to trust. It requires practice, patience, and a willingness to listen to the subtle cues that your intuition provides. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to distinguish between the ego's fearful whispers and your intuition's loving guidance. To develop your intuition, you must cultivate inner stillness and awareness through practices like meditation, mindfulness, journaling, and spending time in nature. Meditation quiets the mind and allows you to connect with your inner self, opening you up to receive intuitive guidance. Mindfulness helps you stay present in the moment, paying attention to the subtle sensations and feelings that arise within your body. Journaling provides a space to explore your thoughts and emotions, allowing you to gain clarity and insight into your inner world. Spending time in nature connects you with the Earth's energy, grounding you and enhancing your intuitive abilities. Proverbs 3:5-6 reminds us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." Trusting in your intuition and surrendering to the divine guidance will lead you down the path that will bring you closer to fulfilling your mission. I recall a time when I had a strong gut feeling about a particular opportunity, even though it didn't make logical sense at the time. Against the advice of others, I followed my intuition and took the leap of faith. It turned out to be one of the best decisions I ever made, opening doors to new possibilities and aligning me with my true purpose. The universe rewards those who trust their intuition and dare to follow their inner guidance. But what happens when your intuition conflicts with the expectations of others or the pressures of the world? How do you stay true to your inner guidance, even when faced with opposition and doubt? The key lies in unwavering faith, in standing firm in your truth, even when the world tells you otherwise. Chosen ones, what happens when you are pressured to go against what you know is true? What if the strength of your conviction is the ultimate test? You might be tested in ways that you cannot see coming. Know this, however, the strength of your conviction becomes the very foundation upon which your destiny is built. Unwavering faith is not blind belief, but a confident trust in the unseen, based on inner knowing and a connection with the divine. It's the ability to see beyond the limitations of the physical world and believe in the infinite possibilities that exist within the realm of spirit. Faith is the bridge that connects your dreams to reality. It's the unwavering belief that what you desire is already on its way to you. Doubt is a natural part of the human experience, but it doesn't have to control you. You have the power to choose faith over fear, trust over doubt. It's like navigating a dark tunnel with only a small candle to light the way. Doubt may try to extinguish your flame, but faith keeps it burning brightly, guiding you towards the light at the end of the tunnel. With this faith, you can face anything. Consider the story of Abraham being willing to sacrifice his son Isaac as a test of faith. Abraham's unwavering faith in God was tested when he was commanded to sacrifice his son Isaac. He obeyed God's command, demonstrating his complete trust in the divine plan. Then consider the story of Esther risking her life to save her people. Esther risked her life by approaching the king without being summoned, knowing that she could be put to death. Yet she acted out of faith and courage, ultimately saving her people from annihilation. Hebrews 11:1 reminds us, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see." Remember the faith to see what you can't see and the courage to act upon what you see in faith. Remember, chosen ones, you were sent here with a mission, and you have everything you need within you to fulfill it. The time is now to step into your power and claim your destiny. But the path isn't always clear, is it? What if there are hidden forces trying to derail you? We'll uncover what those forces are next. Chosen ones, what if I told you that holding on too tightly can actually prevent you from receiving what you truly desire? What if letting go is the key to unlocking your mission? You might be surprised, but the art of detachment is not about indifference, but about freeing yourself from the chains of expectation and allowing the divine to orchestrate your path. It's about releasing your grip on the steering wheel and trusting that God knows the way, even when you don't. Attachments create resistance and block the flow of divine guidance and blessings. Clinging to specific outcomes or identities limits your potential and prevents you from embracing new opportunities that align with your true purpose. It's like trying to pour water into a cup that's already full. You must first empty the cup to receive something new. Similarly, you must release your attachments to make space for the blessings that God has in store for you. This requires pruning away the old, the outdated, and the no longer serving aspects of your life, much like a gardener tending to their plants. They prune away dead or overgrown branches to allow for new growth and vitality. In your own life, this might mean releasing old dreams, relationships, or even roles that no longer align with your current path. It might mean releasing the trauma and pain that holds you captive to a past that no longer defines you. Or it might mean releasing the comfort zone that keeps you safely in place, but miles away from your destiny zone. Consider the story of someone who lost their job, a devastating blow at the time. They had poured their heart and soul into that company, only to be let go unexpectedly. Initially, they felt lost, angry, and uncertain about the future. But as they began to release their attachment to that job and embrace the unknown, something miraculous happened. They stumbled upon a new career path that was not only more fulfilling, but also aligned perfectly with their passions and talents. The job loss, which seemed like a setback, turned out to be a divine redirection, guiding them towards their true purpose. Then consider the biblical story of Abraham being asked to sacrifice his son, Isaac. This was an unfathomable request, a test of Abraham's faith and willingness to surrender his most precious possession. Yet Abraham obeyed God's command, demonstrating his complete detachment from his own desires and his unwavering trust in the divine plan. Matthew 6:33 reminds us, "But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." When you prioritize your connection with God and release your attachments to worldly things, you open yourself up to receive his abundant blessings. But what types of attachments might be holding you back from fulfilling your mission? Are they material possessions, relationships, identities, outcomes? Take a moment to reflect on the things you're clinging to, the things you fear losing. Write them down and ask yourself, are these attachments serving my highest good? Are they aligned with my divine purpose? For some, it might be a fear of financial insecurity, leading them to hoard money and possessions. For others, it might be a fear of loneliness, causing them to stay in toxic relationships. Or it might be a fear of failure, preventing them from pursuing their dreams. These fears create attachments that bind you to the past and limit your potential. Releasing attachments requires courage and a willingness to step into the unknown. So, how do you embrace the uncertainty and trust that you're being guided? Chosen ones, what if I told you that your comfort zone is the enemy of your destiny? What if the greatest growth happens when you step into the unknown? You might find yourself uncomfortable, but know that it is the growing pains of your spiritual awakening. The unknown is not a void to be feared, but a realm of infinite possibilities waiting to be explored. It's a canvas upon which you can paint your dreams, a garden where you can cultivate your potential, a universe of opportunities waiting to be discovered. Stepping into the unknown requires trusting that you're being guided, even when you can't see the full picture. It's like walking through a dark forest, trusting that there's a path ahead, even when you can't see it. Each step requires faith, courage, and a willingness to surrender to the unknown. It's the leap of faith, trusting that the universe will catch you even when you feel like you're falling. It's the belief that things will be okay, even when they don't seem to make sense. Imagine a trapeze artist swinging through the air, letting go of one bar and reaching for the next, trusting that it will be there. They can't see the next bar until they let go of the first. They must have faith that the next one will be there. They can't hold on to both forever. Consider the story of someone who quit their stable job to pursue their passion, despite facing uncertainty and criticism. Everyone told them it was foolish, reckless, and impractical. But they couldn't ignore the burning desire within their heart, the inner calling that urged them to follow their dreams. They took the leap of faith, trusting that the universe would support them. And it did. They faced challenges and setbacks along the way, but they persevered, driven by their passion and guided by their intuition. Eventually, they achieved their goals, creating a fulfilling career that aligned perfectly with their true purpose. Then consider the biblical story of Abraham leaving his home and family to follow God's call. He didn't know where he was going, but he trusted that God would guide him. He stepped into the unknown, leaving behind everything he knew, and embarked on a journey that would change the course of history. Joshua 1:9 reminds us, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." There are many benefits to embracing the unknown, such as growth, resilience, and new opportunities. Growth happens when you step outside your comfort zone and challenge yourself to expand your horizons. Resilience is built when you face adversity and learn to overcome obstacles. New opportunities arise when you're open to exploring uncharted territory. For example, the feeling of successfully completing your degree. While difficult, you become fulfilled when it is completed. But what happens when you face resistance and opposition as you step into your power? How do you handle confrontation with grace and strength? Chosen ones, have you ever been attacked for speaking your truth? What if I told you that confrontation is a sign that you're on the right path? Know that when you are attacked, it is an affirmation of your power. It means that your light is shining brightly, and that those who dwell in darkness are threatened by its brilliance. Spiritual warfare is a reality, and chosen ones will often face opposition from those who seek to suppress their light and prevent them from fulfilling their mission. It's like being a lighthouse, guiding ships safely through the storm. Your light is a beacon of hope, but it also attracts those who seek to extinguish it. But it is important to handle confrontation with love, compassion, and a firm commitment to your truth. It's about standing your ground, while also extending grace and understanding to those who oppose you. It's about setting boundaries and protecting your energy from negative influences, while also remaining open to connecting with others in a spirit of love and respect. When you stand in your power, you will inevitably encounter those who are threatened by your light, but don't take it personally. Their opposition is a reflection of their own inner darkness, not a reflection of your worth. Confrontation is an opportunity to practice compassion and forgiveness, even towards those who oppose you. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. There are several practical strategies for handling confrontation. Set boundaries to protect your energy and prevent others from taking advantage of you. Speak your truth with love, expressing your thoughts and feelings in a clear, respectful, and compassionate manner. Protect your energy from negative influences by limiting your exposure to toxic people, places, and situations. Practice practices like meditation, prayer, and spending time in nature to strengthen your spiritual armor and maintain your inner peace. Also remember that your words have power, so speak with intention and choose your battles wisely. Not every confrontation is worth engaging in, so discern when to speak and when to remain silent. Ephesians 6:12 reminds us, "For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms." Remember, chosen ones, you are not alone in this journey. You are surrounded by divine support and equipped with everything you need to overcome any challenge and fulfill your mission. But what if the very words you speak are holding you back? Next, we'll uncover the power of your words and how they can shape your reality. As we draw near to the end of this message, take heart, chosen ones, and remember the journey we've undertaken together, a journey of spiritual awakening and remembrance. Know that this is not the end, but only the beginning of your mission. Let us now proceed with a slower, more deliberate pace and tone as we bring all this together for you to better remember the greatness that you are. Remember who you are, chosen ones. We've journeyed through the illusion of spiritual amnesia, recognizing how it obscures your true purpose. We've uncovered the specificity of your mission and the profound impact of seemingly small acts. We've identified the source of forgetting, the enemy within and without. We've considered the importance of synchronicities, gratitude, and intuition, as well as the necessity of faith, detachment, and embracing the unknown. And we've armed ourselves with the skill of spiritual warfare, remembering to use God as our shield. At the end of it all, realize that the key to unlocking remembrance has been within you all along. You are a chosen one, sent here with a mission. It's time to remember who you are. It's time to be great and answer the call. Consider your place in the divine tapestry, chosen ones. Each of you has a unique role to play in the world, a role that contributes to the greater good of humanity. Remember the interconnectedness of all beings and the ripple effect of your actions. Each action is like a pebble thrown into a lake. The waves go on, and the effect is beautiful. Understand that you were created for this divine moment in time, created for a purpose. So have no fear and keep faith. Embrace your power and truth, chosen ones. You have the strength, the wisdom, and the courage to fulfill your mission. You are not alone. You are supported by divine forces. Yes, you will face challenges, but you have the ability to overcome them. You have been blessed and anointed with everything needed to be victorious in this life. Let the love of God be your guide, for He will never lead you astray. Now is the time to step up and take your rightful place as a hero in your own story. You are destined to change the world in ways big and small. Step into your greatness, chosen ones. Take the time to reflect on your mission and how you can take action. Spend time in prayer and meditation, connecting with the divine. Journal your insights and experiences, noting your progression as well as what you have learned. Spend time in nature, aligning with the natural rhythm and divine order. Share your insights and experiences in the comments below, building up your brothers and sisters. I invite you to subscribe to this channel, share this video with others, and support this mission so that we may continue to spread the message of faith, hope, and love to all those who will hear it. Commit to taking one step towards fulfilling your purpose this week, one step toward fulfilling your destiny. What will you do with this newfound remembrance? You are a chosen one, and your mission matters. Step into your greatness. So it is.